Scorpio, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do your reading for mid-November. We're going to take a look at your overall general energy, what you may not see coming, and get some important advice from Spirit. Let's get started. I'm doing a spread today. We're going to be talking about lots of different things. Let's get started. We're not going to go into Oracle, but after I throw these down. Thank you for tuning in, for being here with me. Beautiful, beautiful day here in New England. I hope you enjoy the full moon in 2 days. I'm posting this 2 days out. Powerful supermoon in Taurus. Hopefully you all are feeling that nice, lovely, grounded, earthy energy. What's going on? Ooh, let's do it. Ooh, nice. 6 of Pentacles. They said don't shuffle. Ooh, Queen of Wands. 9 of Cups. Judgment. And the 8 of Pentacles with the Justice and the 3 of Cups. Ooh, solid. This is a solid start, Scorpio. I'll tell you what, you're looking at a situation that's feeling really balanced. You could be feeling generous with the people around you, or people are being generous with you. As you can see here, look at the white. That is a figure 8. So this is a symbol of infinity. You could have been calling in a lot of beautiful 1111 manifestation, putting energy toward that. I hope you all looked at my ritual for 1111. It's not too late. You can start it. You write down your wish 11 times, put that infinity symbol over it, 11:11. You say it, right? 11 times, whatever you wrote. You know, you write the wish 11 times, you speak it 11 times, and then on the 12th day, you burn it and you release it to the heavens, to the universe. So this is powerful manifestation energy. Opportunity, Queen of Wands. Again, what are you manifesting? You see, she's got that wand symbolizing she's got the power. She feels the spirit moving through her. She is seated and rooted in the light of her own being. It's almost like she's being lifted off the ground with her desires. Scorpio. Judgment. Again, being lifted off the ground. You're going into a brand new vibration, Scorpio. If I didn't know any better, y'all are raising your vibrations out there. Woo! Are you levitating? You're elevating. And look at that. Again, you see this? All three, you all have to do with raising your vibration, being lifted by spirit, leaping into the unknown. This is powerful, prosperous manifestations that bring fulfillment. She's got the treasure symbolizing greater rewards lie on the other side of whatever it is that you are intending. You've got an important decision here. This also is the card of renewal, right? It's almost like you're being guided, led and guided upward on your ascension journey. And it's light. You're getting a lighter energy, but it's a challenge. There's something that you are trying to lighten up about, but it's not easy. Okay, and then what we have and what you don't see coming is this is a powerful card of putting the effort in. As you can see, she has all of these herbs and potions in front of her and all of the phases of the moon symbolizing time that has passed. But then all of this beautiful, powerful energy in her and the way she communicates with the world, with her heart energy, leading into more happiness with the yellow and deeper security in the world. So there's something that you're working hard on right now, Scorpio. And ultimately, around that energy is things coming into balance and you celebrating the people, places, and things around you that you want for your life's journey. There could be some sort of situation coming into balance here for you with other people. Could be a work environment situation, finding that harmony, right? The whistle while you work kind of attitude. These 3 beings are looking up the Pleiades constellation. There's some sort of magic in the air around your connections. You could have new connections coming in. You've been doing the work to come into balance and you're calling in. This feels like a real beautiful manifestation energy, Scorpio, for you. Now, let's go into a few clarifying life situations before we clarify with further tarot. This feels yummy to me. Like you're in a very good energy. The second half of November. It's like you've got the Midas touch here. Let's see, Scorpio. What is this Midas touch energy? Let me get some more on that. That wants to come out sideways. There's something about your web of connections and some getting past some hurtful events. Interesting. Okay. You need to take great care. It'll be worth the effort, what you're building, but there's been some sort of recent hit. The first one that came out, which was kind of contradictory to what I'm seeing here, it might be why the judgment, though, is here about you having to release and let go. You're surrendering to some greater power this month. And it does have a lot to do with what you're trying to build and create. You have the light of hope surrounding you with all these candles. You see all those candles at her feet? That's the light of hope. There's some sort of... Let's read this. As you endure this period, learn not to dwell on the past so it won't anchor you down. Yeah, you're releasing some sort of anchor from the past that's had to burn, a slow burn. It's almost like something had caught on fire and you've had to release it. It could have been a fiery crash and burn here with a situation in your past. The next one that came out on sideways was the web of connections. Weave your connections thoughtfully, creating a supportive web that uplifts your personal and professional journeys. Yeah, I see that here. You are definitely coming together and perhaps some of you a new community or a new work environment, and it feels more healthy for you, whatever this is. You even have the Celtic cross here on the back of her bag. Something about unity here. If it's internal, it's a unity consciousness in the work you're doing in the world, bringing more balance to the world and the way you're mirroring, right, your inner world to your outer world. You could be teaching people, right? Libra energy, very strong Libra energy, the card of balanced energy. Okay. All right. So there's something around your web of connection that you need to be nurturing yourself, prioritizing your well-being, and treading gently on the journey ahead. Okay. It'll be worth the effort. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, knowing your dedication will lead to rewarding discoveries. Yeah, I think that you're going in a direction here after some hurtful events. Some of you was in the workplace where these events occurred. Some of you, it's in your home environment. But it's directed you towards this period of renewal inside of you, where now you're actually in this period of walking in your truth, holding on to this power. It's like you have powerful manifestation energy, okay, Scorpio? Use it wisely. You are going into a period of inner fulfillment. Let's clarify. Whatever you're putting your hard-earned efforts into, it's worth it. Whether you're dream building or you are lighting up in a glow up here around your self-care, around your healing. I'm getting some of you are on these beautiful wellness journeys right now. Let's see. So much renewal. Six of Pentacles. What is this? Infinity. The journey, right? The infinite journey. Ooh, I see Tower on the bottom. Ooh, Six of Pentacles. Or sorry, Six of Wands in reverse. Whew. That's not feeling successful. Giving to something that you're concerned won't be successful. That's like maybe someone who's in excess pride. Six of Wands is not having victory. In reverse, sorry. It's in reverse. Came out in reverse, y'all. You could be giving to something that, yeah. Oof. What's going on here? It's something you're committed to. There is a difference of opinion. Someone's saying, I'm giving too much, and someone else is saying, I'm not giving, and I'm both of you. I'm getting that someone doesn't feel, it could be you, okay? Don't get stuck in this, because if this is about a marriage or a commitment, we have the Hierophant here, okay? This is what we are deeply devoted to and committed to, and we're going to talk about self first. If this is about you and you, right? You could have been putting a lot of effort and energy into something that wasn't yielding the results that you want. And you being, a lot of people are going on detours, right? The universe is redirecting us to our destined paths. And if we're going down a path that isn't going to yield those results, you're course correcting in November. This is truly, it is rampant all across every zodiac. We are being rerouted as a collective, jumping different timelines, trying to figure out where we're meant to be. It's almost like the sifting and sorting of the universe. It's like, you're going this way, you're going that way. You're not going the way you thought you're going this way instead. And you're like, okay, there's something around you having to overcome hurtful events, and it's all led you to go back internal. So stay committed to your internal growth. But if you're committing to a situation where you cannot agree on the forward vision, right? This is holding the vision for the future, the Two of Wands, at a crossroads, trying to figure out the next journey, the next new big thing for you. You're almost telling me you're putting energy into something that you're deeply committed to, but you don't feel successful in it, or you worry that you, why is the Six of Wands in reverse? Because these cards in their own right is hold the vision, stay committed. It's beautiful, right? Equal give and take. But why do you not feel victorious here? Why? Hold on. Higher truth. There's something that's going against your higher truth here. Only you know what that is. Now, if this isn't about a connection, this is about something that you're neglecting in yourself. Now, if a lot of you are getting those signs from the universe that you need to put yourself first and you're not, you're getting hit over the head with it the second half of November, okay? Listen to whatever your body is telling you, I hear for some of you. And what you want. You could be worried that what you are committed to doesn't align, doesn't match. There's some misalignment here. It's so weird because we have 2 sixes, which can indicate connections, right? There's some sort of misalignment. And you're being asked to go deep into your knowing about this. Gosh, I wish that Six of Swords wasn't in reverse here, because it seemed like everything was lining up here for you. And now the Six of Pentacles upright still. What are you giving to that doesn't make you feel successful? Is this, I'm giving up, like, this could be, if it's a workplace situation, this is you giving to a job path where they're not recognizing your efforts. This could be not getting the promotion and having to double down, and you're not, it's like when they ask you to do all the work and you're not getting the pay raise, and you're like, I maybe need to reconsider my options. If this has to do with a marriage, this is you swallowing and silencing how you really feel about the energy exchange between you and this other person, and whether you can get on the same page for the future. And I feel like you're holding it in for some of you. What's this Queen of Wands? Ooh, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is you feeling like there's been a lot of bad luck in what you've attracted. That is truly the card of feeling like, There's some misfortune here in your heart space. Now I'm seeing the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Too much time has passed. There's a lot of time. Almost, this is stalling. This is either you having a hard time coming into alignment with your outer reality and your inner reality in a connection, or I feel like you're struggling to come back into balance. Everything would seem so normal in all status quo here, but you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse in your opportunity, and the Six of Wands in reverse in the overall general energy. So what is going on here, Scorpio? You're either neglecting yourself, and you're starting to see that you're going backwards. And sometimes we have to go backwards in order to leapfrog forward. But Knight of Pentacles is like the card of patience. And the Wheel of Fortune is something is like, there's something you're having a hard time coming to balance with between how you feel on the inside and how you express it on the outside. And it's almost like the clock is ticking. It's almost like the universe is saying, we can't hold this wheel in this position much longer. There's been some sort of stalling. Interesting. This is fascinating. I have never gotten this type of energy before. I feel like the universe is saying that you can't stall any longer. Or you could be dealing with someone who's been stalling. This is also not making the changes necessary and giving someone too much time out of unconditional love, out of desire, and then saying, you know what, I got to make myself happy, because we see this Nine of Cups in the future, doing the work. Interesting. Let's see what this Judgment, this is going to tell me a lot. What's this decision? This is about your renewal. Not putting your life on hold for anything. Okay? Not making excuses anymore. Scorpio. What do you want to commit to? There's something that you've committed to that you don't feel successful in. And you're giving to it anyway. And you're looking at the future going, I don't know. Is this sustainable? Is this sustainable? There's been some hurtful events here. Got a lot of feminine energy here. But that, with the Hierophant, you're confused about what you want to commit to, or someone is. 3 of Pentacles. 7 of Cups. Card of Confusion. The World. No wonder. You've been learning a lot about your connection, Scorpio. And your challenge right now is to this is hard. This is hard. There's been some confusion around the decisions that you need to make in order to wrap up a cycle. Ultimately, you've been learning what it's like to compromise, to work with others, to be a team player. There's important decisions that need to be made about your future right now. And I'm not sure why right now is so important, but it seems to be. I mean, this is the card of I've got to make these decisions. Because the clock is ding, 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 ding. I don't know why time is up. I'm getting time is up here. It's almost like you're getting impatient with yourself now. It's now bled over into how you feel internally, because I see this struggle between what you're nurturing and what you're giving your energy to, and like all the patience that's required of you, and you saying, you know what, I've got to make some changes. It's time for me. It's almost like I'm getting, it's time for you to put yourself first, Scorpio. It's time for you to put yourself first. Let's see this 9 of Cups in the near future. Like you've dealt with enough of the bad luck, the misfortune, maybe decisions that led to this moment in your life where you don't feel like luck has been on your side, but you're slowly coming out of it. And I do see you coming into balance with you and you here. But it's a matter of you making this decision to say, okay, I've learned what I needed to learn. Now it's time for me to let go. You're letting go of something that's maybe been a part of your life for a while. It could be a career. It could be a person. I see some sort of releasing here. And it's around your web of connections. It could be a group. It could be a family member. It feels like somebody. It's like you can't see. It's like this is, I can't see that. I don't know. I wish I could. It's something around your own personal truth. Oh, sweethearts. I'm getting like you're having like some sort of existential crisis around your personal truth, around what you ultimately want to commit to, when whatever you've been committed to doesn't feel like it's successful. And now you're like, the Spirit's saying that you've waited and waited and waited and waited and waited. And there's been a lot that's happened behind the scenes for you to come back into balance. But it's almost like, okay, let's move on now from that energy. It's time to glow up, love yourself enough. Don't go back to the past. Okay? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse is sometimes going back to the past or lingering too long in a past energy, way too long with this Knight of Pentacles. And it's finally time to wrap up a cycle. This has probably been a very long cycle. Some of you, I'm seeing 10 years. This started 10 years ago. Or a huge cycle for you. Wasn't it? Yeah. Was it Scorpio you're now moving out of this Plutonian influence? Or was that Sag? I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Let's see. 9 of Cups. Let's talk about this fulfillment. Strength. There's that infinity symbol that you have in the overall general energy. Wow. There's definitely a glow up going on. Yeah. Got some heartache. I'm going to take these 3 and then these 2. Yeah. Wow. You've been particularly challenged in this past cycle, Scorpio, around things that really hurt you. And it was just all the challenges. You know, sometimes it's not someone actually hurting us directly, and that could be the case for some of you, but it's also just the obstacles and challenges we face in life, they're very hard to overcome. But ultimately, I see you overcoming them. And it's served your inner strength and your resiliency and your perseverance. And it's allowed you to go inward and look at you and look at what you need for yourself, what you need in order to heal, what you need in order to release the pain, what you need to live with an open heart and not from a pain in your heart. When we operate from our pain bodies, we feel stuck on a never-ending loop, right? And you could feel like you've been on some sort of never-ending loop of pain. But Spirit is saying it's time to overcome it. 5 of Wands, 3 of Swords. It's almost like you're facing some sort of truth that something that you've deeply committed to isn't as successful as you had wanted it to be or had hoped it to be. And it's taken you a while to face it. And now, as a result of making this decision, you're aligning yourself in a new direction. Because what we have here beyond the strength, the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Wands with the 9 of Cups is you now know what you need in order to make yourself happy, Scorpio. And that is not for naught. That's what you learned. This is when I do this is what happens. This is what I need in order to feel fulfilled. This is what I require from the people around me. I'm not going to put up with anything. I'm not going to stay in this much longer. I feel like you're walking away from something and you're wrapping up a cycle. And there's a lot of realizations and epiphanies out of this at this time. Because what you don't see coming is all this work you're putting into coming into balance and reuniting. And I feel like this was more about you reuniting with you, the web of connectivity between your body, mind, and soul. Okay? You being totally aligned with your path, your destined path. This is truly you realigning with self, which will realign you with your karmic wheel. You may have stayed in situations too long, and they were karmic situations. And now you know what it feels like to be totally out of bounds, because all it does is just you keep getting hit after hit. And now you're like, okay, time out. So you're coming out of a period where maybe you've had to just pause, take your time, slow the energy down. And you're making very important decisions. That's the challenge right now around who do you want to be with in this renewal, this rebirth, Scorpio? Who's a part of your tribe? Who makes you feel good? I read for the weekly energy is, if it lowers your vibration, it's not for you. If this person, place, or thing lowers your vibration, it's not for you. I'm telling you, the ascended journey is being willing to look at the things that don't serve us and saying, I must form a boundary around that. I don't have to be mean-spirited. They just aren't allowed in anymore into my energetic field. And it doesn't mean we just cut people off. It just means, what do you need to release, Scorpio, to realign with self, to overcome the pain of the karmic journey that you've been on? I do think that you are going to go through this beautiful rebirth. This is truly your card of rising like a phoenix from the ashes. We have in every sector a peppering of major arcana. This is a really big wrap up for you. You're being challenged to wrap up a cycle that beat the shit out of you. For some of you. Because it was challenge after challenge after challenge. What did it do? Oh man, it made you stronger. You're like, I'm going to live life on my terms now. It's about my journey now. Not about other people's journey and sacrificing myself. It's almost like you're taking a stand and you're allowing this beautiful rebirth to happen, and you're saying death to the old, Scorpio. And you're going through this powerful rebirth and what you want in your life, for your life. And you're willing to put in the effort. It's like peace now. This is your, I'm getting it. Scorpio, this is your era of peace. This is your era of peace and balance, harmony and unity, and the work that you've done to claim unity consciousness in your life path. I'm proud of you, because this is not, Spirit is saying it's worth the effort. Everything, every loss, every hit, every hurt, all these hurtful events, what did it do? God, it's made you the person that you are. Wow. This is very powerful work. Powerful energy, Scorpio. You're wrapping up a cycle that has changed everything. The world. You are now the student and the teacher, and you're making plans. Putting yourself first. What's the advice here? 10 of Wands. Drop the burden. Let go. Grieve what needs to be grieved. You're letting go. This is the act of surrender. You're letting go. Wow. 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 This is about somebody in your life. For sure. I don't know if it's a fresh letting go or an old letting go. There's something that you've had a hard time really getting right with inside of yourself. It's almost when we stay in pain for so long that it's all we know. And you're saying, you know what? It's time to drop the burden of my melancholy. You know, I was watching The Diplomat, and he was getting upset with the universe about always attracting women that were melancholic, that, you know, had this like broodiness about them. And I know the Scorpio energy well. I've had this, but I feel like pain has been a great teacher for me. And sometimes I can wallow in the depths of that sorrow. You don't see it here on my channel because for some reason when I turn it on, I like turn into this whole other, and it's not fake. It's like spirit literally moves through me, and spirit is light and happy and joyful. And I'm not always like that. You know, anyone who watches this, who knows me personally, can attest to that I have my moods. We all do. We're all human, deeply human. So you're talking to me a lot about the path of suffering and how hard it's been for you, especially as it relates to union, divine union. Unity within yourself, loving those parts of yourself, and also sharing that part of you, that deep, deep, deep part of you with someone else. I can't help but feel like there's some sort of loss here that you're really having to face right now, Scorpio. So you can renew your faith and start anew. You know, we have to go through our periods of grief and sorrow. It does feel like you're letting go. Why do I feel like there's this sadness here that you're leaning into and feel it? I'm telling you, sometimes it's our avoidance of our sadness and our grief that prolongs those cycles. It's like we don't want to surrender to the loss of it all. And we want to hold on to the fantasy or illusion of what was for a long time, even after things end. It's an energetic tie. Grieve it. Whatever you're letting go of. Some of you are deciding to walk away from someone right now, or in the coming weeks because you know it's time. Or you're letting go of an energetic attachment where there was no success, but my God, you wished it were. Wherever you are in this path, it's time to face whatever pain so you can open up your arms to the universe and use your manifestation energy for what you want to create, not what you've lost, okay? There's a big shift in your energy frequency and how you're utilizing it, Scorpio. I'm going to get a few powerful manifestation cards. I feel like you need it. Self-care, yeah. This is time to nourish your soul with love and respect. And maybe that was the journey the whole time. What does it take for you to nourish your soul with love and respect, Scorpio? And then creating peace. I told you, your era of peace. I'm ready to find peace and balance. Exactly. That's what you got. That's enough. Let's get a final sacred forest. Beautiful work, Scorpio. I know this has come at a lot of pain for you. Whatever this was that felt like it just would never end, this wheel of fortune in reverse, there was a great love and a great attraction here, a very soft energy, and a lot of confusion around whether this will ever come together. I can't help but think that there's some of you were deciding to walk away from a marriage because you went down a path. You know that if you chose a path and there's a lot and it doesn't feel right, only you know what you need to do. But ultimately, this is about you nourishing your soul and finding peace and balance in your heart. This feels like a deep inner reckoning with your heart, making peace with what your heart is trying to tell you for a long time now. Listen. I got that card, I think, in the beginning where it was like, I don't know if that was you or another one, but overcoming hurtful events, Scorpio. It's part of the path. I was talking, I think it was to Aquarius. It's not the events themselves, it's how we respond to them. And you may have had a lot of tries here, a lot of practice. Ugh, why do I feel like this is like a painful love experience? Wild Rose Fairy, love. This is about love. Isn't it always? Y'all are making me feel very like, I don't know. This feels like Romeo and Juliet. Some sort of, I don't know. All right. Love is all around you. Open your heart to receive. All of life's experiences are a splendid part of a spiritual evolution toward the realization that we are all love. In matters of romance, there is healing right now. You are a sacred vessel for love to flow through you, to others and to the universe. Healing has occurred. Healing is occurring. Healing will occur. Your angels, guides, spiritual guardians, and allies adore and cherish you. If only you could see yourself the way those in spirit see you, you would know how profoundly and deeply loved, cherished, and adored you are. Be open to allowing the Creator to solve your challenges in wondrous ways. Trust that everything is unfolding graciously and perfectly in your life. The opposite of fear is love. Allow fear to dissolve as love expands. You are more cherished than you could possibly know, Scorpio. Open your heart to receive. Love is on its way. You are an eternal vessel for love to flow through. You are enough, just as you are. I feel like you've gone through some pain, deep, deep pain, but it doesn't have to define your future. Whatever you have felt unsuccessful in, this could be you feeling like, you know what, no matter how much I hold on to the vision of lasting commitment, I never find success in it. You know what? I give up. I truly give up. And you know what? And something powerful is happening in that surrender. It's almost like if you said, I'm sick of this shit. I'm done, you know? And then you're like, what? Like there's some sort of like you surrendering is going to completely shift the energy. So just let go. Have zero expectations for the path ahead and know that you are love. And that you are enough. And that truly, my friends, is enough, okay? You've overcome a lot, Scorpio, and you are overcoming a lot at this time. Ultimately, it's made you stronger. And you are now in a place where it's about your own self-fulfillment, your own self-care, your own ability to find balance and peace within you, okay? This has been a deep journey between you and your own period of alchemy. Some of you, this has to do deeply with what you want to commit to in your career and the work required, but also the work that's required for us to come into balance after life throws us unexpected blows. Whatever it is that you wanted to commit to that you didn't find success in, I think that you're looking at it now. It's almost like that long journey of healing something and how it transforms you and knowing that it served you, as painful as it was. And that is true forgiveness, okay? I think that you're finding a deep, deep, deep feeling of forgiveness. And underneath all of that is this beautiful, beautiful current of everlasting love that was always there. That maybe it got interrupted for a bit, and it's between you and the way you feel about you. It feels like this is truly the path of self-love. And you're going to see that unfolding now in future connections. I feel like the worst is behind you, Scorpio, but it's your choice now to embrace that. Okay? Sending love.